Hi everybody, welcome to your weekly update and Rumi card reading. I want to share a couple of messages from the Vimeo reading available now over on my Vimeo on demand page. As I said in my mid-monthly reading this month, I am closing my one-to-one reading kind of practice, I suppose. So really now, if you are interested in supporting my messages and this work, please do pop over to Vimeo and give the weekly Vimeo readings a go if you haven't. It is greatly appreciated, and something that I've just been guided to do, which is to invite you to support me in these readings, because I do feel like this is what I want to do more than the one-to-ones. I want to do more group things, more of getting it out to more people. So please do help me in that if you can. So the two messages we've got for this week, the outcome card was the Sun. There was some brilliant developments. There was one big development for the masculine, and there was one big development for the feminine. And what can often happen is when there are big kind of developments is that we can sense a little bit of retraction, or, fear can kind of come up, which was part of the reading too. But this Sun card at the end, the message was, and it's valid for a lot of situations. It's a strong message to focus on what you do want, to be optimistic, and to it's not even optimism, it's really about focusing on the desired outcome. And the second message with this Sun was all about freedom and liberation. And it really is about embodying your truth, your authenticity, you going out there, you being who you are, you putting yourself out there, you really not caring what other people think, you being you, and you being free, and you feeling free to love and be who you are. And that this really is the key to all connection, to really be who you are in your innocence, in your truth, and then attract and interact with the people that can join you in that freedom. It's not about being restricted anymore in relationship. It's about being free together and sharing that sense of freedom. Bottom of the deck was the King of Wands. This is the masculine energy, feeling a little bit creative, a little bit extrovert, and a little bit sexual even. There's more of that in the reading, but there is definitely a kind of Mars energy connected maybe to this Aries full moon, and it is definitely impacting the masculine. So that was those messages for the reading, and now on to the Rumi for this week. Thank you so much to everybody for all your support. As I said, I have a half price offer on readings at the moment. It's currently fully booked, but if you go to the scheduling site, I will be releasing more. I will be trying to release more. If you go to the site, my email address is there, or on the About section of the channel. Please email me if you would like to be put on the waiting list, and I'm going to try and see everybody that would like a reading. So go to the scheduling site, check out the reading, see if you would like one, see if you feel drawn. I really do feel like there are just some people that I can feel that there are messages that need to be delivered to people, and I need to do whatever I need to do to get those out before I move on to the next stage in essentially just spreading these messages of love and how we can really make true love work in relationship. So if you feel drawn, don't hesitate. Even if there aren't any slots, please email me and I will definitely try to see you. I am trying to see everybody. It may not be possible, but I'm going to give it a go. I don't know how long I can keep going, but I'm going to go for as long as I can. Right, so the Rumi for this week is, one of my favourites. I think this came up quite recently as well. It's number 11, Sacred Convergence. I have to say, I really am noticing that these Rumi cards, and I give them a good shuffle, and I give them, I kind of go for, it's very random, the ones that I pick, but they are tending to repeat. But it's number 11, which is it's a good number, as we know. So number 11, Sacred Convergence. And let's listen to this message for this week. And the Rumi poem is: roaming about town, the master was holding a light, saying, I am weary of the demons and the beasts. A human is what I am looking for. The human cannot be found. We have searched. What cannot be found is what I am longing for. Although poor and needy, I will not accept small pieces of ruby. The mine of the finest rubies is what I am longing for. One hand holding a cup of wine, and the other the curls of the beloved. A dance like this, in the middle of the circle, is what I am longing for. How I have longed for you, my very own. Look no further, for the family beyond your family, the relationship beyond all other relationships, the great love that unveils all other loves to be mere reflections of the one great and true love is here for you now. It is I who has sought you through the stirrings of your own heart. Yes, 'twas I, hidden beneath every secret, yearning for something more, something full, something special, something all-encompassing. Behind every yearning always I have hidden. Now I show myself to you, that you may become so filled with the same passionate devotion that I hold for you, that your mind will fall away, overwhelmed by the sheer intensity of love, tossed into an ocean of silent, unending bliss. Come to me. We are to be one now, in sacred convergence of silent, eternal passion. Sacred convergence indicates a coming together of souls in alignment with a greater cause. This greater cause is both personal and impersonal. There is an aspect of joining together for common purpose, although that purpose may not be immediately obvious at a level of day-to-day consciousness. That common soul purpose may be to lift each other into greater love and self-belief, to shed fear and open the heart, filling each individual soul with more holy fire for its personal, passionate purpose. You'll have a sense when this process is happening. There will be a coming together of you with like-minded souls who hail from all walks of life, and yet together, through some invisible genius, you will help each other. You may simply be dancing in the same room, or singing in a group, attending a class or workshop, or just visiting the same beach or parkland, but at that moment, there will be a sense of something coherent and nourishing happening at a far greater level. The trickle-down effect into your personal life will be felt too. You'll have more energy after spending time with these people, even if you don't interact very much on a personal level beyond being in the same space. You'll feel empowered to step forward on your path and love yourself with less conditions. You'll become freer to shed your fears, let go of relationships based in fear and judgment, and open up to those more loving, responsive, and inspiring to continue on your personal journey in increasingly profound ways. This oracle has come to you because you are part of a greater sacred convergence happening now. Perhaps you have already sensed its progression, or perhaps it will not be obvious to you, but the effect, whether obvious or subtle, will be important to your soul development and divine awakening. You are being asked to drop defenses and barriers towards groups of people that feel good for you. However, those that dampen your spirits or drag you down are to be dispensed with, no matter what games of blame or manipulation they may play to keep you coming back for more. No, that shall not do for your soul growth now. Just step away. Turn towards those connections that feel nourishing to your soul, and learn to share yourself without fear. Just be. You do not have to force the planets to spin, nor the great cycles of the soul to happen. All that is required is that you show up for what is offered to you now. Do your part, take your steps, dance, sing, and be, and allow the gift of sacred connection to change your world, for this is the spiritual gift presented to you now. This oracle comes with a special message. Perhaps you have been thinking about shedding lower vibrational connections based in the ego world of power games, sabotage, manipulation, and fear. Perhaps you have already begun this process, or even shed so many you are fearing you might have over-pruned to be left with nothing and no one. Do not fear, feisty angel of love. Your truth is prevailing. You cannot stay in a vibration of fear if you want to dwell in a vibration of love. Whilst you learn to sustain that vibration within you until it cannot be rattled by any crisis or demand, you are wise to place yourself in more nourishing connections. If you want a plant to grow, why not give it the best soil and conditions in which to do so? Certainly the plant of love can and will grow in the most inhospitable conditions, but it can be rather more joyful to grow in gentler, more nourishing conditions if possible. This oracle comes to you with guidance that the possibility for more joyful relationships and growth of love within is in your power. You can choose each day, each moment, just make a choice. Trust yourself, your discernment and your intuition and choose. You do not owe anyone anything. Repeat this law of karma. You only owe love the chance to grow. So let that be your guiding principle now as you release the old and trust that even if your garden of relationship becomes sparse for a while, you have been cutting back unhealthy plants to allow for new life to flourish. It's only a matter of timing for the season of new life and growth to come again, and so it shall, bringing with it sacred convergence of souls on the path of love, your soul tribe, your soul family, your new tribe of those journeying upon the path of love. Close your eyes. Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, I open to your grace. I hereby declare I am willing to release those connections that no longer serve my spiritual growth on the path of love. I release relationships based in fear and am open to those based in love. I surrender the need to know, to judge, to assert control, and to be in the right. I open up to tolerance, intuition, and honoring of my heart. I open to love. Show me the way, brother of my soul. Guide me through your grace into the sacred convergence of my soul and divine love in its most gracious expression, now and always. I call in my soul tribe of love, and I open my heart to nourishing connections in all ways now. So be it. Close your eyes and relax with your hands resting on your heart. Do this for however long feels good for you. When you are ready, simply open your eyes, and you have completed your sacred honoring ritual. And that's from the Alana Fairchild Rumi Oracle, which I am using at the moment. I have to say, this is very, very apt in terms of my work and what is happening with me at the moment. I really invite you to join me to create a community based on these, this knowing, this being who you really are, taking off the mask, and then allowing your tribe to emerge in your life. But I would like to try and create a space, and I am working on creating a space physically and at first probably online, where we can meet, and it really is about joining together, not just in our pairs, in our pairings, which is powerful and is important and is so much the balance and the knowing and the yin and the yang and the masculine and the feminine. It's so powerful, but it's not just about that. It's about understanding who we are in our balance of masculine and feminine, and embracing every masculine and every feminine and every person, and understanding that we really are one being with 8 billion pairs of eyes. And understanding that every time we look into another's eyes, we are looking into our own. And I'm passionate about building a community where we can do that. So once again, I really do invite you to join me there. When I did this Vimeo reading, and if you watch it, when you watch it, I do say that there are people missing. There are people missing. So I'm trying to find them. If that's you, this week, give it a go. Just give it a go, because it could be you. But it really is about joining and being part of that community, because whether you know it or not, watching this reading now, watching the monthly reading or the mid-monthly reading as well, you are really joining. That energy is part of a community, and that energy of love, you are sharing that by being part of it. And I really do thank you for that. But I do want to invite you to also take some action further into that connection, if you can as well, in any way that you feel that you can and that feels good to you. All right, then, have an incredible week. Loads and loads of love to you. All the links will be in the description, and I'll try and put some in too. Hopefully see you over on Vimeo. Otherwise, I shall see you again next week. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching, and love always.